For the widest array of tires, rims, and other car accessories, come to Automotive Performance Center. We stock front-end parts, lights, shocks, struts, steering rod ends, and much, much more. Visit our service center for all your transmission flush, oil change, bodyworks, tire fitting and balancing, and other mechanical servicing. At Automotive Performance Center, our professional team is ready and waiting to serve you. Visit us at 3 Cottage Road, Montego Bay, or call us at 940-000021. Automotive Performance Center, distributors of Maxxis, Hero, Nankang, Jinyu, Kumo, and Goodride.
Well, they come around, and the starter lets them go, and from the back of the pack, David Somerville shoot forward, but he cannot get by Sigani, and Errol Bowler, as those two break hard going into the first apex of the Goodyear turn. Somerville goes on the outside, while Sigani coming sideways has come out on top here. In fact, not Sigani, it's Errol Bowler and the BMW M3 coming through Caribbean Corner. The car sponsored by Bowler's Garage and Car Rental leads in this Group 3 Class 3, sponsored by Champion and United Auto Power Battery. Into the Pepsi turn for the first time, we see the BMW Racing Colors outfitted car of Errol Bowler, sponsored by Bowler's Garage and Car Rental. He leads ahead of the hard-charging Stephen Sigani in the KFC Ford Escort, and in third position, the United Auto Power sponsored Mazda RX-7 of David Somerville, while a little off the pace is the MyJam Motors car number 89, Mazda RX-7, driven by Mark Roberts, as Somerville now takes Stephen Sigani exiting the Quaker State Carib Cement corner. But Errol Bowler is the man they have to catch. Errol Bowler in the BMW M3, pulling away under the Goodyear Bridge, down the Essa Super Oil Straight, into the Goodyear corner. But David Somerville in the multicolored Mazda RX-7, sponsored by United Auto Power Battery, using an engine that is on loan to him by Peter Bull Thompson. Of course, an engine tuned by the master of rotary, Courtney Thompson of Big Level Motorsports, is currently in second position and threateningly so. In third, it is still the Ford Escort, sponsored by KFC and driven by Stephen Sigani, while in fourth and a little off the pace at this point, we have car number 89, the MyJam Motors Mazda RX-7 of Mark Roberts. But the man who is leading at this time is doing so quite convincingly. That is Errol Bowler. After a very good independence meet, is consolidating his efforts here as he goes down through the gears into Quaker State Carib Cement, able to glance at the inviting Caribbean Sea, and must be feeling good at this point that his competitors are some 10 or 11 car lengths behind. But he knows that when there is a David Somerville and a Stephen Sigani behind him, there is absolutely no time for relaxation or complacency. Past the Pepsi billboard, down the Essa Super Straight, past Mr. Ibrahim Khan, the starter of this meet, who stands in the shell stand, and down to the Goodyear corner. It is Errol Bowler who continues to lead from Somerville, who has opened up some daylight between himself and Stephen Sigani in the KFC Ford in third, while the fourth position MyJam Motors sponsored RX-7 of Mark Roberts lingers a little distant behind. But Errol Bowler, I heard this car this morning, it was sounding very well. I think it's more or less a standard engine that he uses, not very much modification. And this is a formula that has worked well for him. BMW carrying the name flag. Some people take those initials to mean best motor car in the world, and he would want to prove that at this time. And his Errol in his Bowler's Garage and Car Rental sponsored BMW. In second, it is still Somerville Jr., David Somerville Jr. in the car sponsored by United Auto Power Battery. It's car number 7, a Mazda RX-7, and the Rotaries have been absolutely dominant here at Dover Raceway. But in this particular race, we have a reciprocating engine dominating so far, and that is Errol Bowler in the BMW. He's leading, and he has a good lead, coming a bit sluggishly out of the RAC Agencies S's, but getting back up to speed and not losing much, while Somerville is in second position in the number 7 United Auto Power Batteries Michelin sponsored car, while third continues to be Stephen Sigani. Mark Roberts on the power doesn't seem to be getting up to power. He's in fourth position as we are heading toward the halfway mark of the 7-lap event. Errol Bowler driving well at this point, increasing his lead with every lap, and he must be feeling good about it. It's not very often that the checkered flag man David Somerville in that car has someone before him, and that someone is not somebody who is about to lap. Actually, Bowler has some maybe 13 car length leads on him at this time, and he doesn't have much on Stephen Sigani, who is always a man that you cannot rule out in anything, wherever he is, whatever he's doing. Through STP, car number 32, David Somerville Jr. in the United Auto Power sponsored Mazda RX-7. In third, Stephen Sigani. And it's a bit of a procession now. Bowler is really moving away. And maybe the question we need to look at, can Stephen Sigani catch Somerville again? Or will Somerville catch Errol Bowler? It's never too late for a show of rain. Mark Roberts, in the meantime, is really not in the thick of things and is struggling to keep up with the stars. There goes Bowler. He sweeps through Carry Brake with the number 8 Bowler's Garage and Car Rental BMW M3. The motorsports division of BMW would be quite proud of this performance here being put on by Errol Bowler. It's a long, long time that a BMW has not taken the checkered flag here at Dover. Will this happen today? We wait and see. It's not yet over. That Mazda in second has done it so often, it has made a habit out of it. Thanks, of course, to Peter Bull Thompson that car is in the race, because if it wasn't for his sportsmanship and camaraderie, then Somerville would have to be driving maybe the Datsun in this race. But thanks to Bull Thompson, Somerville is there in second. Of course, that car is tuned by, that engine is tuned by Courtney Thompson of Big Level Motorsport, who is one of the biggest names here in Jamaica in the rotary tuning business. Through the RAC Agencies S's and up onto the SL Super Oil, the main straight here at Dover, where Errol Bowler, who leads, has an unencumbered view of the track. Way behind him is David Somerville Jr. And in third, equally far behind, Stephen Sigani. So it really does seem at this point that Bowler might have this thing sewn up, but then in motorsport, it's never over until it's over. Bowler is aware of that, so he's making sure that he puts as much lead between himself and Somerville, that if the unforeseen were to become foreseen, or the unforeseen were to happen, then he would have a little time, a little distance to play with. There goes Bowler now, as he goes through the Pepsi turn. Sigani creating some excitement as the car got a bit loose, getting from the Carry Brake and into the Toyota turn. Somerville's Mazda is spitting fire in the fires, but my word, at this point, it is the man who is leading, Bowler, Errol Bowler, who really is creating waves here at Dover Raceway. But Somerville is gaining marginally, and Bowler, and he has to be careful, because once Somerville is there, then there is always a chance that he's going to do something that you really wouldn't want him to do. But there goes Bowler, coming out of the RAC Agencies S's. It's the last lap, and he does have a comfortable lead at this time. Errol Bowler down the SS Super Hall straight into the Goodyear corner, but Somerville is closing in on him fast.
For the widest array of tires, rims, and other car accessories, come to Automotive Performance Center. We stock front-end parts, lights, shocks, struts, steering rod ends, and much, much more. Visit our service center for all your transmission flush, oil change, bodyworks, tire fitting and balancing, and other mechanical servicing. At Automotive Performance Center, our professional team is ready and waiting to serve you. Visit us at 3 Cottage Road, Montego Bay, or call us at 940-000021. Automotive Performance Center, distributors of Maxxis, Hero, Nankang, Jinyu, Kumo, and Good Ride.